Welcome to the AI for Oklahoma Classrooms podcast, a production of the Oklahoma State Department of Education's Office of AI and Digital Learning. I'm your host, Dr. Karen Leonard. I'm so glad you're here. We're starting this journey because we believe in the power of Oklahoma teachers. We know the passion you bring to your students, but we also know that Sunday night feeling, the mountain of grading, and the 3 different lesson plans you need for Monday morning. AI isn't here to replace the magic you bring to your classroom. It's here to be your ultimate teaching partner, helping you clear the busy work so you can get your weekends back and focus on what you love doing most, teaching. We've spent the last several episodes talking about the incredible potential of AI to engage our students and reclaim our time. But as we integrate these tools, we have to ensure we're standing on solid legal ground. We aren't just teachers. We're the stewards of our students' futures and their data. Today, we're navigating the legalities of AI use in schools with a focus on FERPA and privacy laws. We're here to make sure your digital intern stays within the bounds of federal and state regulations so you can innovate with confidence. In our last episode, we explored media literacy and deepfakes. We talked about teaching our students to become critical consumers, moving them from seeing is believing to verifying is knowing. That spirit of verification extends to how we handle student records. Just as we teach students to protect their digital footprints, we must protect the data we hold in trust. Understanding laws like FERPA, the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, isn't about adding red tape. It's about maintaining the classroom AI safety guarantee we promised our families. At its heart, FERPA is about control, giving students and parents control over who sees their educational records. When we use AI, the question is, does this tool become part of the student's record? This is why our no PII rule is so critical. If you scrub names, ID numbers, and specific identifiers, you are generally not sharing an educational record. The key difference to keep in mind is the nature of the data you input. FERPA protects personally identifiable information, or PII. This isn't just names and addresses. It includes any information that, alone or in combination, could reveal a student's identity. In the AI realm, this means avoiding inputting things like specific essays, test scores linked to a student ID, or even unique demographic data. To be safe, always adopt the PII scrubbing protocol. If you're using AI to analyze performance, swap out student names for generic identifiers like Student A or Student 101. Always generalize the data before it leaves your district's controlled systems. This brings up a crucial operational point: vetting your AI toolchain. Every tool you use is a vendor handling data. If a tool's privacy policy states that it can use the input data to train its own models, that's a huge red flag. Always default to your district's vetted systems for any task that involves student work, even if the name isn't attached. Compliance isn't a one-time check. It's a routine you must maintain. However, if you're using AI to analyze actual student work or grades, you must ensure the tool you are using is approved by your district and has a data sharing agreement that complies with federal law. Think of AI as a locked filing cabinet. We only put student information into tools that we know have the right key and security protocols. Beyond data privacy, consider the student's age when selecting AI tools. always verify that a tool meets the minimum age requirement set by the provider, and whenever required, ensure that you have obtained explicit parental permission before allowing students to interact with the platform. Responsible integration means ensuring the tool is age-appropriate and that families are fully informed about how their child is engaging with new technology. We often talk about the head chef philosophy. In the legal sense, this means you are the person responsible for the final output. And this responsibility requires active verification. AI might help you draft a modification or summarize a trend, but the official record, the IEP, the report card, the behavioral log, is yours. Think of the AI as a very competent sous chef. It can chop the vegetables and prepare the sauce, but the head chef must taste the sauce, season it, and plate it before it goes out. Similarly, when AI drafts an IEP goal or summarizes a trend, you must review every word to ensure it accurately reflects the student's needs, aligns with standards, and meets all legal requirements before it becomes an official educational record. The moment you sign off on a document, you are asserting that you, not the machine, perform the due diligence. This principle is especially vital in specialized documentation, where the details carry significant legal weight. For our rural educators who often wear 5 different hats, the temptation to use AI for quick administrative tasks is high. But remember, your digital intern is there to help you draft, not to store sensitive information. By keeping the sensitive data in your district-approved systems and using AI for the creative and analytical heavy lifting, you stay on the right side of the law. As the moral navigator for your school, your commitment to privacy laws sets the tone for the entire building. When colleagues see you diligently scrubbing data and checking privacy policies, they learn that innovation doesn't have to come at the expense of security. You are proving that we can be future-ready while still being safety first. At the end of every episode, we end with a tomorrow morning test. One specific, actionable AI win you can use in your classroom the very next day. This test is called the Privacy Policy Audit. First, pick the one AI tool you use most frequently for lesson planning and data analysis. Then open a new tab and search for, enter your tool's name, and FERPA compliance, or privacy policy for educators. Read the first paragraph. If it explicitly mentions protecting student data or offers a no PII mode, you might consider giving it a green light. If not, recommit to your data scrubbing routine before you next log in. Well, that's it for this episode. You've now become better equipped to navigate the legal landscape of modern teaching, ensuring your classroom remains a safe place for every learner. In our next episode, we move from individual habits to instructional change as we discuss building a school-wide AI policy, moving from one successful classroom to the whole building. Thank you for joining me for this episode of AI for Oklahoma Classrooms, brought to you by the OSDE's Office of AI and Digital Learning. If you found today's episode helpful, please share it with a colleague who could use a little more time back in their day. Remember this: AI lightens the load. You bring the heart, the expertise, and make the impact in your classroom. See you next time.